Hello everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd show you a couple updates and observation on the new um, patch of the game I'm seeing. I know there's some big time issues with some other things right now, and they got to work that out. But I'm noticing something that I think looks really bad, and it's probably an optimization in lighting to probably increase frame rate, but I think it looks terrible right now. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. It has to do with looking at something at nighttime. As you can see, what's going on here is like the turrets especially stick out like they're glowing in the dark, and they are actually painted very dark right now. So I'm seeing that across the board on everything. I thought it was a graphic setting or something might have got changed on my end, so I just reviewed all my graphic settings, and that's not the case. It's just I'm seeing that on here. It's not just turrets, but also like the hangar door and everything like that. I'm at the about as dark as I can make it where I'm at, and I'm not far from the equator on this on Reforged Eden creative scenario here. But I'm just seeing that, and it's just like, ugh, what happened? I used to take a lot of screenshots at night and stuff, and I've never seen everything look like this, where all the turrets look like they're white and illuminated at the dead of night. Now you can't tell much of a difference during the daytime. It's just nighttime, and it's like the hangar door especially too. It's just like, and I've turned these ships, and I've checked it with all the different ships at different angles and different places on the planet, and it doesn't seem to matter what I do. They all look like this now, where you see like every single turret like illuminates in white. I hope they get that fixed up, as well as the other issues that are going on, actually preventing people from actually playing on a server or the game right now. I guess there's problems with warping to different systems as well. It's kind of unfortunate that a a patch made it out to the market so not tested, I guess you could say, before it did. I mean, it's preventing people from playing their game right now. So I hope they get it fixed up pretty soon. And I hope they do something about this lighting thing that they changed too. I bet you this is for increasing the frame rate. It's probably using a different method to render these things, simpler method that well, looks really bad. I don't know how else to say it, but yeah, that just like here. Let me let's go up to this hangar door, and I will paint it black. I guess that looks a little better now, doesn't it? How about the turret in just straight black? That helps. That helps. Probably look bad in daytime now, though. So let's go to daytime here a second. I guess it's all right. Maybe that's a solution. Just paint all the parts black. That does look bad. I don't know. It's just freaking me out a little bit, because I've taken pictures at nighttime a lot of times before, and I've never had that weird effect. Well, anyway, that's pretty minor, really, I guess. However, it would probably prevent me from taking any screenshots at night of anything anymore. Daytime it certainly looks a lot better, I guess. Yeah. And I still didn't get a chance to spawn this in game, because Wednesday I hopped on a little bit, and I started flying out with the CV miner that Darth gave me, and my intent was to go find some gold, because I wanted to get this going. And then I got in the ship, and I was just ready to fly somewhere out of in a different system, and then up on chat it came out that there's some big bug and stay home and don't go anywhere. So I'm like, oh. All right, well, I guess I'll scrap that idea. So I guess I haven't really been playing since that point, kind of waiting for it to get fixed up again. So I have been working on this ship quite a bit, though. Well, here, I'll just kind of show you where I'm at. And obviously, there's a lot of things that aren't textured yet. Now, you've seen this area before, and the lighting on this area is looking really bad inside, too, at night. And it's just bugging me because I don't have these. I mean, it's just like this bright. It's not supposed to look like this, but it's just like all these parts aren't rendering how they used to. So it just kind of throws you off because I work pretty hard at, well, it's not finalized, but that looks crappy now, and I can't do anything about it. Doesn't matter what I do. If I got these parts in here, they don't, the lighting that they're getting, it does not match the blocks around it, so they look way out of place and way overly bright. And considering I don't have any lights on here that are white or anything that look like that, kind of really bugging me. So I've got more and more of this ship done. Kind of not with final detailing, but I have kind of finished up the engineering area and got started into the hangar now. So you do have all the parts are kind of placed out here again. Oh, missing texture. Hold up. I got to get some. Lots of oh my gosh! Don't look down there. You didn't see that. Nothing to see there. So this is the top floor with the shield and the warp core and the pentaxid tank up in the ceiling, which I kind of want to illuminate as well. These parts seem to be rendering properly. It's just, yeah, some of the doors and turrets seem to be not rendering properly. So as you going out of there, this is a proposed idea for the secure bridge right now. However, I think I'm going to change this. I've got too much room over here, and the secure bridge is a bit on the small side. So, and I don't have anything in here right now. I'm just kind of setting up the walls. This is another layer of combat steel all around here, trying to make it extra tough. And of course, it's away from the outsides of the ship as well. When you go down a floor, this whole area is pretty much new. Here's where the generators are being housed, and you got a gravity generator and a spot for a offline protection piece. As you go through the main door here, this gets you into that's not textured either. So we have our place to repair generators, and as you go through here, this is the core room again, and these areas are unfinished yet. I got to figure out. I wanted to give you more room to add in some parts and some quantum cores, and I've got some little gaps here and there in the hall, like over here. So I gotta figure out my plan for what I'm doing with that yet. This one's the carapace was quite confusing to work on too, trying to gain access to all the different parts of the ship, and I'm having the same thing on this one, simply because, well, I said the carapace on the parts on the ship. I didn't mean that. It's really about the storage on the ship. It had the 24 storage systems, and I wanted the player to be able to manually access all of them. So I'm trying to do the same thing here with this hangar, and so far so good. Like here's another thruster position here. I needs more texturing, of course. And so far you're getting access points to all the thrusters to repair them from the inside. Where I'm having a problem is trying to figure out how I'm going to give access to these rear thrusters. And then there's one area that I just ruled out that I just cannot give you internal access to, and that is the rear launcher bays, because they're way down here. There's a thruster above it. The ship body is through that. It's like I really have no method to give the player internal access that I know of yet. However, as I'm looking through the hall here, maybe I can come up with like, maybe that will work. Maybe I could like run like some kind of corridor that runs off to the side here and then gets you to the back of that. Yeah. Okay. Another thing I did is I modified the rear area here, and I plugged in a couple more thrusters on the back of the ship. Right now, with those two installed thrusters, it does again hit the speeds I want it to in space, at least moving forward. Now, backwards, it's still limited to about 82. I think it was at that right now, probably slow down just a little bit more than that yet. Um, but it is coming along. Kind of get I mean, the hangar is very boring and there's nothing really going on right now. I'm just trying to kind of, I did some texturing on it, but it'll get a lot more detailed. I reinstalled storage systems, and I figured what I'm going to do on this ship is it's not going to have a lot of storage. It's going to have plenty of ammo storage, and it'll come stock with maybe one constructor, maybe two, depending on how much CPU I want to allocate for that. And you got a decent hangar size bay. I would say it's about similar to that of the Asteria in overall size of the hangar. Now, this ship I do think is quite a bit tougher than the Asteria, quite a bit tougher than the Asteria. So, but it's also it's a bigger ship, you know, and it's also mostly two hull layer thick, or two block rows thick on the hulls, and the parts are, I think, more secure than what the Asteria is, and it can hold more turrets than the Asteria. So, I mean, it's a bigger ship. It's like a model up, put it that way. It's going to cost more too than the Asteria. So there's all that going on. Now I've got this big floor over here, which is part of the top area. Now here's where the first person bridge is, and then there's this big room that could actually probably be 2 floors in itself, but I literally don't really have anything to put here right now. I wasn't planning on putting a farm of any origin in here, but maybe I'll set it up so you could add a farm easy. Maybe I'll put in placeholders in the floor or something, but I don't know. I mean, obviously that's the floor above the hangar as well. So in a nutshell, it's just a lot of like trying to plan and figure out how I'm going to do this, and I'm thinking about extending, like having this little walkway kind of come out like one row above and like trickle across here so you could like repair that thruster and this thruster. However, another problem I've got too is these new thrusters I've added over here. I don't yet have a solution on how you could possibly get to them to repair them, but I think, I don't know. I'd have to analyze that. So it's just getting tricky at this point in time, trying to get the last part of this kind of wrapped up. And once I get the rest of the interior mapped out, then I can start going to town detailing things and trying to make stuff look better. But I'm a little annoyed right now at the looks of a lot of the doors and parts on how they're rendering. I think it just looks terrible and it kind of ruins the whole scene. I did just a little bit with this, and that is I added some LCD on the other side of it here, and I think I did a little bit more interior work too, but nothing really notable to show at this time. So I'll keep on messing with that as well. But that's about all I had for today. Yesterday I really didn't get a chance to work on Empyrion at all, so what you've seen was actually done the day prior to that. I was thinking I was going to get more done today, hopefully a little later, and just keep on working at it. Now, even like the carapace, how you see it, carapace C7. Do I have that around here? No, I don't. Let me get that one spawned real quick. It started out looking kind of with its hanger and everything, very similar to what this one is, and then I just kept working it and modifying it and working it and messed with the lighting and everything like that, and then it eventually became looking a whole lot more detailed and better. So just keep that in mind, that what you see now, it's not finalized, so it's going to look better. And that, yeah, there we go. Look at that hangar door, just sticking out like a sore thumb, like it's like part of a different game. and rendered differently. So I really hope that gets fixed because that just looks hideous, and it's always white. It doesn't matter. Let's put a light down here, right? We'll have a light directly shining on this hangar door. Oh, okay, and this is an orange light, it looks like. The heck happened? Oh, this is the, never mind. Yeah. So here, we'll give you big light. Big light. Let's see what that looks like now. See, it's like supposed to be orange, and there is no white lights anywhere in here. This is like that weird purpley blue light, and this is an orange light, but somehow it's white. So yeah, even if I paint it jet black, which I never use jet black ever, it still looks wacky. So yeah, there's that issue. I wonder if it affected anything else in this ship here. See, the regular doors look like they're rendering right, though. It's not those doors. It's the shutter doors. What about the ramp? The ramp looks like it's rendering correctly. Yeah, okay, so the regular doors are looking right. It just really has to do with two parts. And let's grab one of those here. Okay, so shutter doors. I know these were looking, in my opinion, pretty hideous at the moment. And let's grab a hangar door as well. Those are the two parts that I can say are looking the worst. I don't even think I can. You know, let's. What happens if I just dump a dinky little hangar door in here? Yeah, same thing. It looks like that. What if I turn it sideways? Looks a little better sideways, kind of. Not really. And then the shutter doors. Maybe the shutter doors aren't so bad. I don't know. From the room in the other ship over here, it certainly seems like they are bad. And the turrets. Oh my God, the turrets look terrible. Yeah, so way up in this room, what happens if I color these jet black? Oh, and these. It just still looks. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I just cannot get this to look right anymore. So that's my issue. I'm obviously I care about lighting a lot, and I always have. So that's just one of the things that's bugging me at the moment. But maybe hopefully that goes away and it doesn't stay that way, because that really throws the looks off on things, especially like this ship here. I mean, you can obviously see this. I mean, at this lighting, the entire ship looks like it's black, and then you got these like bright white illuminated turrets on it, and that's just how it looks on all of them, which just looks hideous. So, well, I'll get off that. Hopefully it's just a temporary thing and not a permanent change. I really hope it's not a permanent change. Really hope. But anyway, y'all have yourself a good day, and I'll keep chugging away at this and probably have a much larger update, hopefully early next week sometime, when I hopefully get this ship done. Now, originally I wanted to release this Sunday. I don't think I'm going to have enough time to get everything done and everything by Sunday, so I'm going to probably have to delay this at least a little bit. But it's got to be right. You know, I delayed the Carapace C7 as well, and I'm really glad I did, because, you know, if I was trying to nail the time, I think I originally said I was going to release that, it wouldn't have had all the stuff on it. And the hangar wouldn't have looked like this, and it would have just been, it would have looked a lot more like what the other ship's hangar does right now, which is, at least in the front area, which is not anywhere near where the carapace got to. So, and that, it takes time. It really takes time to, once you get it to like this point where you get your layout and your base texturing down, there's a lot more that can be done. With lighting and other things and details and LCDs and changing blocks around to look better and playing with colors and there's just a lot of stuff that takes a lot of time in the ship. And like, yeah, and it's just going to need a lot more of that tender loving care. I want to get it to look a lot like the this ship inside before it's done. Gonna have that kind of clean but darker look. So since the color palette's different on this one, it's just a darker ship than what the carapace is. Um, but anyway, you all have yourself a good day, and I will talk to you later.